They use goon squads. They attack their opponents any way they possibly can, and they beat them down. Tell me about SCIU. Play the audio here of the AFL-CIO. Here's the guy. Let me see, what's his name? Nick Berardino.
Berardino.
Berardino. I didn't write the whole name down. Mm-hmm. He's the Orange County Employee Union general manager. He's with the AFL-CIO. He's a general manager of the Orange County Employees Union. Here he is in front of the city council. Listen to what this man says.
And he's talking about what happened in Wisconsin and comparing that to what's going on in California.
We know exactly what they're planning to do. We have information. We have intercepted their emails.
What?
Somehow.
Stop. Play that again. Listen to this. This is the head of the employees union in front of city council saying we have information. We have intercepted their emails somehow. Is there a law enforcement agency within the sound of my voice that would like to investigate that? Is there an attorney within the sound of my voice that would like to take this case up? That, if I'm not mistaken, is criminal, is it not? If you are intercepting my emails, here is something that the left screamed about when we were going on people who had a relationship with Al-Qaeda.
That's right. The wireless warrantless wiretapping stuff and all that. Yeah,
we're intercepting their communication, and they went crazy, and we were doing it with Al-Qaeda. Here they turn the other way when the AFL-CIO admits they're doing it. Listen to it again. Listen to it again.
We know exactly what they're planning to do.
Okay.
We have information. We have intercepted their emails somehow.
Excuse me?
We have a...
Listen.
Yay!
Listen to that.
Criminal activity! Woo! Theft! Woo!
Hopefully you're cracking some heads, too!
Yay!
Burying people under stadiums!
Yay! Illegally taking information that you're not supposed to have! Woo!
Yay! Today's AFL-CIO. Just like yesterday's.
And the day before. And tomorrow's.
If you thought what happened to Jimmy Hoffa was bad, just wait.
It's amazing. It's amazing. We know where that. What was it? Andy Stern say? We know where they live.
Yeah.
We know how they voted.
Persuasion of power.
Yeah.
Power of persuasion thing. And he goes on. He reiterates what he just said.
Out there, we have a building there in Santa Ana. And I'll tell you, I don't know. Somebody's got to do something better about the, litter over there, because this stuff keeps blowing into our parking lot. And so we intercepted their emails.
We intercepted their emails.
We know who they're talking to.
We know who they're talking to.
We know who comes into town.
We know who's coming in.
National leaders such as Karl Rove have been there twice. We hear that Andrew Card has been there once.
Stop.
I mean, that's amazing stuff.
This is Watergate stuff.
It's like stalking.
This is Watergate. What were they trying to do? They were trying to break in to the DNC to find out who they were working with, who they were talking to, what was going on, who's paying for what. They broke in for this kind of information.
It's a great point. I mean, this should be a
Watergate.
huge story.
This is so far beyond the corruption that is involved here. The AFL-CIO is on tape.
It's amazing.
Saying that they are intercepting emails.
Right, and he says
it's illegal.
And what does he say? He said there that too the stuff is blowing into our parking lot, the litter. In other words, like they're leaving papers out and they're somehow getting to us.
Yeah,
I mean, he's essentially insinuating they're going through. There's trash.
Say it again. Play it again. Yeah. These guys are so arrogant. So arrogant. It will be their undoing if there is a law enforcement agency that still has its own power. The FBI. I know FBI agents. I know them. And they know what's going on. I know people that work for TSA. I know them. I've talked to them. And they know what's going on. They're like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Well, you've got to stand up. When these guys are so arrogant, they say it, but listen to him again from the beginning, because he immediately catches himself. Oh, crap, I've said it out loud. So he has to say, somehow, Then he follows it with
We know
blowing in the parking lot. Listen to this.
We know exactly what they're planning to do. We have information. We have intercepted their emails.
Trouble.
Somehow. We have a parking lot there. We have a building there in Santa Ana. And I'll tell you, I don't know. Somebody's got to do something better about the, litter over there, because this stuff keeps blowing into our parking lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so we've intercepted their emails.
Uh-huh.
We know who they're talking to.
Okay.
We know who comes into town.
Are you tapping phone lines, too?
Yeah.
Is that what he's saying?
Yeah,
we know who they're talking to. You're probably tapping phones.
This guy's either lying or he's committed a crime. Those are the two options.
Yeah. Or,
Why do you think I spend $1 million on personal security? Why do you think I spend a year $1 million on personal security? You can say I'm paranoid. Listen to what he just said. Any opponent of the AFL-CIO, we're intercepting their emails. Man, I mean this sincerely. If you are in law enforcement in California, will you put your job at stake to go after what you just heard? You know that this is illegal. Now, what was he talking about? He was talking about the state employees. So I would gather that if you are a state employee, you don't want to go against your union because they are fighting for you. That's your first justification. Second justification is if I do it, I'll be ostracized. You don't want to do that. The next level is, well, I'll lose everything. Or these people will come after me because I've done something in my life I shouldn't have done. Is the last 2 years of our messages on this program, are they starting to make sense to you? You got to get all of the crap out of your life. You have to own up to it, and you have to just get it out. Be like an alcoholic. I'm telling you, alcoholics will save this country. Be like an alcoholic. I mean, not one that's currently drinking. Be one that says, I got to clear everything out of my life. I got to do the 10-step program for my life and get everything out and clean it up so you're not afraid of anything. You don't have nothing has power over you. And then you need to have the courage and link with people to be able to have the courage to say, I'm going to stand up against these people. This guy is admitting a crime. So why is no one taking this on? One, he's fighting for you. But once you get into bed with these kinds of thugs, you cross them, they'll listen to your emails. And if worse yet, they'll manufacture stuff because they'll know no one will stand against them. Is there an attorney out there that wants to take that? I mean, that's incredible audio.
Yeah, and we stoop to the point in this society where because of the power of an individual, they can literally admit on tape a crime and not get prosecuted in any way.
Nobody says anything.
Nobody says a thing, really?
You have the AFL-CIO. The most visited at the White House. This guy, Richard Trumka, is the most frequent visitor at the White House in the last year. Here's one of his surrogates admitting a crime. I don't even think that. I think that's a federal crime, isn't it?
I would assume it is, yeah.
Intercepting emails, I think that's a federal crime. Yeah, go to the Justice Department, will you? Admitting it. And not only does nothing happen to him, they applaud at the city council meeting. That's how out of control our country is. That's how corrupt our country is. It's out of control. And why are people allowing it? Because it affects their wallet. Better evaluate your life. You got to evaluate your life. What are we doing? Is there anyone within the sound of my voice that will pick that up and say, damn it, I'll do it. Go ahead. Destroy me. I'll do it. That's what it's going to take.